questions that the board asks, and what pieces do you provide that kind of helps feed the right answer back?
Yeah, and I think it depends on the maturity of the sort of board and where they're at with this whole cybersecurity piece. You know, the ones that we find with the more mature SOC and things like that, they're asking that. You know, one of the key things they're asking is like, are we okay? You know, and if we could go down, let's start off with the geopolitical sort of path. Yeah, geopolitical, it might be, you know, nation-state actors, which I spoke about earlier. It may be, you know, supply chain issues. You know, the Strait of Hormuz. You know, if that's part of my supply chain, how does that impact my business? It might be global markets. You know, how are global markets being impacted by various sort of conflicts and things within the you know, that are going on with the wars or political influence. You know, it might be sort of social engineering coming from Russia and things like that. So one of the key things is like, how can we ensure that our global market is protected to the best ability? So the geopolitical stuff is a early warning system, if you like, to give leaders that ability to say, oh, okay, we're going to have to shift focus from this market to this market. We can bolster from this supply chain rather than this supply chain. We have a threat around this state actor because they have a known MO of targeting our particular industry and things like that. So that's one of the things that we're seeing a lot more demand for is how safe are we in that geopol sort of umbrella, if you like. We then move on to saying, does this affect us?